Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing my stock picks for the week of March 15th through the 19th. Just to reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own research before investing in any of these stocks that I'm talking about. Also, guys, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. All right, guys, so just a quick recap of last week's picks. I talked about Tattooed Chef and talked about how this was more of a longer term play for me. So anything in the 20s or below, really $20 level or below, would be a buy zone for me. And I think it still presents a good buying opportunity for anyone looking to get in. I also talked about Golden Nugget, which rose about 30%. And FNGU did not move very much this past week, and I still think it's a good buy zone in my opinion if you haven't started your position or if you're looking to average down. These were also some plays that I talked about, some undervalued plays to keep an eye on and kind of take a chance on. MSGM raised over 40% this past week, and Costco was over 10% gains. So those would have been some that almost kind of easy money plays. They were really, really undervalued, and whenever they're in that area, they only have one way to go, for the most part. So they usually have some type of spike to the upside after they get beat down like they did. All right, guys, so my picks for March 15th through the 19th. First one is Genius Brands, ticker symbol GNUS. I'm not saying this one's going to spike and double this week, but I think it's going to double, potentially triple over the next couple of weeks. So it's one to, in my opinion, get in at the $2 level or below, and in anticipation for the news from Marvel and talking about their agreement with their with that company. So they're going to have some PR coming out on March 30th. So you could see an increase in the price just off of anticipation. But it's one that anything in the $2 level or below is, in my opinion, very attractive. Next one is Golden Nugget Online Gaming, ticker symbol GNOG. Had a huge run up this past week, and I can tell you I think that we're going to see a slight pullback and then a continued move to the upside to validate the reversal and move into an uptrend. So we'll look at the charts on that one in a second. Next one up is GRAY. This is a undervalued play that I'm going to show you got beat down pretty hard. The biotech company, and we'll go into a little bit of details about it and then show you the potential, for some positive returns here in the future. And then the last one is SNPW, Sun Pacific Holding Corp, which had a pretty big spike up a few weeks ago and then has just been kind of chilling out as of late, not doing much. But I'll show you why I think it's some good buying opportunities at these levels. All right, guys, so this is our first one, our first pick of Genius Brands, ticker symbol GNUS. Had a little spike up this past week, all the way up to about 258, and then had a pullback, and we got another buy signal here. My opinion, I would like to catch it further down here around that $2 mark, okay? And as you can see here on the RSI, we are not in overvalued territory, but pretty close. So I'm hoping that maybe with, maybe it'll cool off a little bit this week and kind of, slowly come back down around the twos. If it doesn't, then your key resistance that you're going to have to keep an eye on is 229. Okay, if it gets above 229 and it holds, then that's a good sign moving forward. We're going to continue to the upside. If it comes up and gets rejected again, then we could potentially come down to that $2 mark, maybe a little bit lower before we have the big PR release about Marvel. And currently, right now, resistance, like I said, 229 and support at 170. All right, guys, next one up is Golden Nugget Online Gaming, ticker symbol GNOG. As you see here, it bounced off of that 1357 support and flew all the way up to about 17, a little over 17 bucks. And I said that in earlier videos that 17 was my magic number. If we can get above that number and we can hold, then I see us moving closer to that $20 mark and beyond from that point on. Okay, So right now, current support is going to be 1668. You see your SMA line right here. We got to just hold above 17 in my opinion, and that's a great sign. And your resistance is going to be 1886. So if we can get over 1886 this week, that's a very, very good sign moving forward. You can expect probably a small pullback either Monday or Tuesday from this stock, I would say, because we are flirting with overvalued territory. I think potentially when we get closer to 18, $19, you might see a pullback. People might start taking profits from from these levels here. People may have gotten in at about the 1350 level, swung it all the way up, and are taking their profits at that point. But long term, I see this going mid 20s, upper 30s, and maybe not right away, but I see like in the short term, we can probably flirt with $20 fairly soon, and then make our way past that to 25, $30. All right, guys. Next one up is Graybug Vision Incorporated, and it's a biotech company that deals with eye care, obviously with vision, and ticker symbol GRAY. Okay, so you see it basically fell off of a cliff and hit a low of $7. It is extremely undervalued right now, which means you can buy in at a very, very good price. It did hit a low of 7, got as high as 835, and still hasn't made its way out of undervalued territory. So at these levels here, anything from $7, 7 to 9 or $10, probably be a good buy, and you can ride it up to 13 or $14. But right now your current support is $7, so it could fall down a little bit more, and you can catch it in the sevens and then ride it all the way up into the 10s, 11s, or 12s and cash out right before it hits that resistance of 1361. But this is one of those sit back and enjoy easy money plays, in my opinion. All right, guys, last one here for my picks for the week is Sun Pacific Holding Corp, ticker symbol SNPW. It has been, fairly quiet the past couple of weeks. But if you have not seen any of the videos that I talk about Sun Pacific Holding Corp, go check out my channel and get some information on it. But this is a clean energy play, has a lot of things going for it, and I think that when it decides to start moving, it's going to move in an aggressive way. So we did get a buy signal on Friday right before close. So when you see on the RSI, we do have some room to run. So looking like hopefully it'll bounce off of that support of 7.5 cents, and you could even swing it all the way to about 13 cents and just cash out if you're not comfortable with holding it for the longer term. So 7.5 to 13 cents or 13.5 cents, that'll make for a pretty good payday depending on how many shares you got. All right, guys. So just a couple of bonus stocks for you to watch this week is ticker symbols ZOM and ZNOG. Let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what they're telling us on these two plays to keep an eye on. Okay, guys, so here is Zomedica Corporation, ticker symbol ZOM. As you can see, it started kind of ripping there late on Friday and got as high as about $2.40. So did get rejected and come back down to about that resistance level of 231, and we are pretty close to being overvalued. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on. It could pull back, and you can get it in the twos or below, and your support's going to be $1.88. But I do see this one over the next couple of weeks continuing to make its move up towards the upside. So your major resistance level is going to be $3 for um, for the, I guess, the shorter term time periods. And you want to keep an eye on that, because if this thing starts moving and it hits above 3 and it holds above 3, then we'll probably have a lot more room to run past that point. But I just watch it because we are overvalued, so don't chase it. You might be able to get it a little bit cheaper before it makes its final big push to the upside. All right, guys, and last but not least is Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. They've been having their unit program going on for the past month or so, and I believe that ends on March the 17th. And someone kind of mentioned to me saying, that this is something that could be hurting the stock in a sense of people don't really like to buy in whenever they were, issuing warrants and things like that. So we'll see. Hopefully, whenever that expires, maybe people will feel more comfortable getting in for some reason. But it's one to keep an eye on, guys, because um, we do have this company drilling for oil in Israel. Not much has come out as far as PR goes, and we're just kind of waiting back and seeing. So I don't think the warrants are the only thing hurting the stock. I mean, it is a penny stock, and there's just no news just yet. So I think people are really skeptical about buying too much into it as of yet because they don't know if they're going to strike oil or not. But it also could start rising off of anticipation of it because I think May might be a month where you actually hear some type of good news. So you could start seeing it start slowly ticking up, late March, early April in anticipation of some type of big news. So we are under the SMA line. You want to see it get above 83 cents and hold there in order to confirm some type of reversal and move to the upside. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure that you like the video if you found value in today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Hit the notification bell and comment below on what you would like to see moving forward or any stocks that you're buying for the upcoming week. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you in the next video.